Alright, guys, we're all set. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. How are you doing?
Doing well, ma'am.
Doing well. That's nice. What about everyone else? How's the weekend going? I'm sorry for taking class on a weekend, but probably you might be like, are you a school student? Everyone is in school, or is anybody in college?
I'm in college, ma'am.
You're in college. Okay, we have hand if you're in college. Probably like, okay, all right. And what are the people who are in school? Like rest of the people might be in school. Any who's a dropout?
I am a dropout.
Okay, what are you preparing for?
I was recently preparing for NDA, but couldn't do it in well.
It's okay. Probably next time. Same happened with me. It's fine.
Yes.
Not the same case, but yeah, I've done. Been there. Yeah. All the best for that. And
Thank you, ma'am.
yeah, it's I think a fair idea as to what is the kind of audience that we have. Anybody who is like from 8th or ninth class? I don't think we have that. Okay, we do. All right. Okay. This around this time, I think an exam goes on, right? For the school students,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Still, you're doing a course. That's nice. Which class you are in?
Ninth, ma'am.
Ninth. Okay, perfect then. All right. So this course is for the people. I think from eighth to college. I think everybody can do that course. Anybody like from college? Any? What is the background that you have? Like, what are you studying in college?
Ma'am, I'm doing my BBA right now.
BBA. All right. Okay. There was one more person in college, right? Okay, we'll see in the intro, guys. So, hello everyone. Welcome to Yuva. Sorry, I started with the Q&A. If it's possible for you guys, you can just turn on your like camera so that I can know that I'm talking to a audience there and not to myself. Only if it's possible. Otherwise, you can just. What I want is just a little bit of activeness from your side. Okay, and thank you for actually like taking up a class on 9 o'clock because tomorrow I'm busy. So today, thank you for taking up that class. And I know it's very short notice, but promise I won't. It won't happen again. How was the orientation, by the way? Like everybody attended the orientation.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
was
Yes, ma'am.
nice.
It was good. Okay. What all did you learn about UI in orientation? Any idea what is the process of internship? How do you log in into that portal? Any assignments that you have? What is the mode of the class? Everything is clear on that part?
Yes, ma'am.
All the clarity?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any assignment that I expect from you guys?
Ma'am, there's a timer when you go to the assignment page.
Sorry, what?
There's a timer. There's a countdown timer for tomorrow when you go to the assignment page.
Countdown timer for the assignment. Okay. No, I'm talking about any prerequisite to get an internship. There's a prerequisite to get an internship from Yuba. Are you aware about that? All right. I'll brief you on that. Don't worry. So there is one prerequisite. I think every one of you might be knowing about it. Probably didn't knew as prerequisite. Have you heard about you that? Just a second, guys. Getting a call. Sorry about that. You might have heard that you have to make a portfolio, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So that is the prerequisite because that is the portfolio that gets to the company, and based on that, you get a selection from the company for internship. All right. All these things we'll talk about later on. First, let's just start off with an introduction. What do you say on that? Should we? Okay. So, how do you want to proceed with? Should I introduce myself first, or would you like to go ahead with it? If you don't answer, then we'll start with you guys.
Ma'am, first you.
Okay. I knew this trick always works. All right. So, hello everyone. Welcome to Yuva, and I'm Ayushi. I'm going to be a social media and digital marketing mentor for the next 30 days that you have with Yuva, and I will be guiding you throughout as to how social media marketing industry work, and at the same time how the digital marketing industry work as well, right? And if I talk about my professional work experience, so it's been 2 years that I have been into this particular industry, and I've worked full time 2 years in this industry of digital marketing. And I've worked with varieties of clients, ranging from domestic to international, like domestic to international clients. I worked across various industry like lifestyle, technological, and I have worked with healthcare sectors as well. I have been with product based and service based business, all the areas of business as well. I started my journey as a content writer, moved to social media, then to digital marketing associate, and then to a content head. So that is basically what my graph is. I started working right after my 12th. So I started doing internship. Back then, when I was interning, there were very less interns. So I kind of grabbed onto that opportunities, and that is how the landscape basically turned out for me. And if I talk about how I can help you. So I have been in every possible shoe. I've been an intern. I've worked as a freelancer. I've worked as a uh, full time digital marketing associate as well, and I'm like working towards an agency also, right? So I think I will be able to guide you a little better on that. That how do you cold outreach a particular client and everything. So definitely do reach out to me on that part. And if I talk about my collaboration with you, I think it's around 2 years plus few months that I have been associated with Yuva. I have taught multiple batches with Yuva as well. Each batch was amazing. Digital marketing course we started just this year, and the results have been amazing this year. So I am expecting the same from you guys. By results, I mean the portfolios, the kind of quality of submissions that I get from students. It has been amazing. So the bar has been set high. I expect the same from you guys. Okay. And if I talk about what I'm currently doing, so currently, I'm a student at IIM Rohtak. So I'm a first year PGP program. I've enrolled myself in that. So I'm currently pursuing on that. I plan to like master in marketing. So I will be choosing my specialization in next year because I want to kind of deviate from core digital marketing to a broader spectrum of marketing. That is why I'm currently doing my MBA here. And yeah, that's pretty much about me. And if I talk about like apart from professional journey and work wise, I think reading is something which is very close to my heart. So I think the only hobby that I have is of reading. And the only thing I love talking about is also books. So if you love talking about books, we can probably interact on those as well. I think the kind of book that interests me is thriller and a lot of marketing books. So if any recommendations from me, always welcome. All right. Anybody who reads books here, by the way.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what kind of books do you read?
I too like thriller books like you, ma'am.
Thriller. Oh, that's lovely. What is the recent read you have written? 15.
I don't know, like it makes me like thriller books. They make me live in the book, ma'am.
That's true. Like, what is the recent read that you have read so far? What is the recent book that you've read?
A Good Girl's Guide to Murder.
Oh, same. Is it because that series was coming up?
No, ma'am.
No.
I just like the title.
Yeah, it is an interesting title, that for sure. I saw that the series is coming up, so that is how I started with the book, and the book is really amazing. I would highly suggest those books as well to you guys. Yeah. Anybody? I think there was one more person, two or three
Yes.
more people. Yeah. What kind of books do you read?
Ma'am, I usually like romantic and thriller books as well. And I just completed the second part of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. That is A Good Girl, Bad Blood. So I didn't read the
Oh,
first
that's
book, but I watched the series instead, and that was a big mistake because books are always better than the series.
very
But yeah,
true.
right
That's
now I'm reading the third book.
oh, that's lovely. I hope you really enjoyed. Third book is the really like a okay. I won't give you.
Yes, I've heard from many people that it's the best in the series.
Yeah,
But
I think if I talk about third is the most favorite one. I hope you read it before this session ends. Like before the 30 days, so we can probably like discuss like how did you like that book.
definitely, ma'am.
Yeah, for sure. Anybody else who read books? Anybody who's reading that book? Okay, if you are interested in reading a book, probably you should pick up this book. It's a really good book. And regarding marketing books, don't worry, I'll guide you. Anybody who's interested in reading about marketing or self-help books, something related to business and all.
Yes, ma'am. I have a quite good interest in marketing and this type of subjects.
Oh, that's lovely. Do you consume any sort of YouTube content or read any article on that?
Ma'am, I do read articles on Wikipedia about businessmen and uh, great personalities doing good in businesses and startups. And that's all.
Okay, that's lovely. Just that's a really great thing that you guys are into books and you start watching this content. People who are not watching, I think you should start watching those content. If you want any recommendations, ask in the group. Your people are already consuming those content. I'll also send my recommendations to you. Right? Yes. Somebody's raising the hand. Any doubt?
No, ma'am. Like, I
Yeah.
would also like to tell about the books which I read.
Okay. Okay. For sure. Go ahead.
Uh, yeah, so the latest one which I read was Never Split the Difference by Christopher.
Okay. How was it?
Uh, it is great. Like, it's a negotiating book. You learn how to be a diplomatic person and then how to manipulate minds. I'm into psychology. So, yeah.
Oh, I really need that name then. Can you please type in the chat box? I think this is gonna
Yeah,
really help me in this college. There's a lot of negotiation that I have to do here.
it's like an FBI agent
Uh,
who works on, like, he's into the criminal agency
mm-hmm.
and then he starts manipulating and
Oh,
then he wins every time. Like, he knows how to pull the strings
all right. So
and then
that
where
will
to play
teach
the
me how
cards.
to manipulate things, right?
Yeah, yes. And then there's
Okay.
a lot more too.
Okay. Perfect then. Could you just please write the name of it in the chat box? I'm really
Yeah,
interested in that.
sh-
All right.
yeah, sure.
Thank you. Is it Hasini?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Okay.
Hasini.
Hasni. Sorry. I'm really sorry. What's the meaning of the name?
It's fine. It's like the laughter and the smile you get.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Anand, you're saying something?
Yes, I'm another book suggestion.
Okay.
It's a thriller, psychological thriller kind of a book, The Silent Patient.
Oh, I have read that one. I think this
Yes,
is the fastest book I've ever read. I finished in
yes, I'm saying. So that was a
it,
really good book.
it's a really good book. For the people who don't read books, any other thing that you would like to recommend or talk about? Because before we dwell into the academic things, I would just like to, have this informal conversation. So tell me about the movies that you're watching, the kind of books you're reading, the kind of music you're listening to, any activity that is happening in your life. Just talk about that and then move towards these things. Other people, should I just call one by one? Would that also work? All right, I want to talk to everyone. So let's just do one thing. Introduce yourself. What I want to know is where are you from? What's your name? What are you pursuing right now? And why you have enrolled in this particular course? And any extra thing that you would like. It could be any extra thing. It could be just probably the meal that you had. Right? Just one extra information about you. All right. So who should we start with? Archita also. Anand also. Yashashwini. Hi, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. Would you like to go ahead?
Uh, Ma'am, actually, I was little out of conversation. Could you please repeat what you
Sure,
said?
definitely. I will repeat again. I just want your introduction. Not a lengthy introduction. I want to know where are you from? What's your name? I already know your name, but just in case you have joined from your parents' ID, I want to know that what's your name and what are you pursuing right now? Why you have enrolled in this particular course? What are your hobbies? And any one extra thing about you. Any, it could be anything. It could be just about your favorite meal. It could just be about favorite music. Anything. One extra thing about you. Okay.
Ma'am, can I be the second one to say this?
Sure, definitely. Take your time, no worries. Archit, would you like to go ahead?
Yeah, ma'am, sure.
Yeah, go ahead,
I
please.
am Archit Bhausa. I am from Indore. I completed my schooling from St. Joseph Convent School, and currently I was preparing for competitive exam NDA. And recently I joined digital marketing course due to some you say some personal interest and from family background also you can say that my mother is into business and she wants to make something good out of it.
Hmm.
So I started searching it and I connected to my cousin brother. He suggested me this new course, and now I'm pursuing it.
Okay.
So that's
One extra thing about you?
uh, while you are going through this topic, series, and books, I recently completed a series Breaking Bad around 1.5 month back.
Okay.
So that's
That's nice. I'm getting a new recommendation. Though I've heard about it, but I never watched it. So if you recommend, so
it's
I'll.
a kind of uh, it's kind of starting. It will be more like boring, but till it continues, you will be nice interested in that.
Okay. All right. I'll give it a try then. Arshad, you said that one of the cousin recommended the course. Did he do the course from here? Or like is it a student
Uh,
of mine?
he works there.
He works there. Okay, what's the name?
Yatharth.
Yathal. Oh, I
Yatharth.
know him. So he's a cousin. Acha, okay, your surname matches the okay, okay, that website, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, definitely. I know him then. Okay, that's nice. And what is the business that your mom have?
My mother owns a salon,
Okay.
beauty salon.
Oh, I have worked with a beauty client as well. I worked with VLCC. So I
Yeah,
will
yeah,
be
yeah.
able to help you out in that. Just in case if you need any help, I will be able to guide you better on that.
Sure, sure, sure.
Any plans if you have, just let me know. Whatever the I would suggest, just go through the course and everything. It's gonna give you a very good idea as to how should you go about the marketing of it. Come up with a plan, and I will help you. Like polish it on in much better sense. Okay.
Sure, man.
Yeah. What's the location of your school? I think we did. I also studied in Saint Joseph, but mine was not the convent school. It's the Saint Joseph school, which is like near that particular area. Is it
Mine
yours?
was on the AB Road, Bijalpur, near Bijalpur.
Oh no, that's the other Saint Joseph. Then you're talking about. There are two Saint Josephs
Yes,
that
ma'am.
you. Right. Okay. Lovely to meet you, Archad. All right. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Yes. Anybody else who would like to go ahead? All right. Yes, Anand.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, everyone. I'm Anand Nair. I'm in my first year right now, pursuing BBA from Christ University, Bangalore.
Hmm.
And my native place is Kerala. And my hobbies are reading. I like swimming and cycling as well. And I'm really keen to know more about Hindu mythology. And, I'm really interested in Nazism and all those things. And yeah, I'm really excited to be here and,
You say narcissism or Nas?
Nazism, ma'am. Nazism and the rise of Hitler. And, that.
Acha, okay, okay. Hitler one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I was like, why narcissism? Well, probably the subject you're studying on that.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you
Yes.
so much.
Yeah. It's lovely to meet you, Anand. Yeah. If you said one thing, I got a book recommendation. You said you want to. You said something related to Hindu, right? Mythology.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Have you heard about that book called The Hidden Hindu?
I have heard it, ma'am, but I have not read it.
It's
I've
a
heard
good
it.
book if you want to give it start.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Lovely to meet you. So, apart from all these things, you like swimming.
Yes, ma'am, I do
And
like.
why you have enrolled in this course?
Ma'am, I'm still figuring out what to do after BBA and marketing. I'm interested in marketing as well. So I thought that this could be, a thing that I see if I like and then continue with it.
Good that you have started exploring, because usually after BBA people do go for MBA. They
Mhm.
write CAT exam. Like this is the way route I have taken up as well.
Right, ma'am.
So yeah, all
Thank
right,
you.
all the best.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. Now who should we? Yashashwini, do you want to go ahead? Are you comfortable?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I'm Yashaswini. I'm currently studying, I'm in 11th grade. I'm studying in Skillstock International School in Telangana. So, actually, this is my first internship. I hope it goes well. Uh, I particularly don't have any hobbies, but I like sketching and I'm a movie addict. I like watching movies. I can spend hours watching movies.
Any
Yeah, ma'am.
recommendation for me then? Today I'm free to watch a movie.
No, actually, my mother tongue is Telugu, so I mostly watch so many Tollywood movies.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Probably give me a recommendation on that in the chat box if you have any on that.
Yeah, I'll think of a good movie and type it in the chat
Sure,
box, ma'am.
definitely. It was nice meeting you, Ashwini.
Me too, ma'am.
Yes. Anybody else who would like to go ahead with introduction? Probably we can take one more introduction. Yes, go ahead. Hasini.
Yeah, so hello everyone. Myself Hasani Talla. I'm currently doing IBDP and I'm from the same school of Yashaswini. So I'm from Warangal. I'm studying in Skillstock International School, and then when I talk about my hobbies, I'm a classical dancer. There's a dance form called Kuchipudi, which I do, and then I play guitar too. I
That's
read books, I watch movies, I have lots of hobbies. I explore a lot of things.
yeah.
I'm not bragging, I'm just telling, okay. So,
No, that's
yes.
really nice. At a young age, you should be exploring a lot of things.
Yeah, and then that's all, I guess. What should I tell more about?
Why you have enrolled on this course? It would help me guide you better.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, about this course, first, actually, I had two things on my mind, like whether should I go for the psychology or should go for the digital marketing. But then I felt digital marketing was more appealing than psychology because it will even help with my just like there's a person, I don't know, I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name,
Mm.
Archita someone. Yeah, even I would like to help my father because we have a business, we own a garment store,
Hmm.
so I would want to do something in business.
Yeah. I think I was in the same dilemma back then when I was in my 12th standard. Should I like go for psychology or should I go for take the route of BBA, MBA and get into marketing? And I opted for the other one because the same kind of thing, that later on I built something of the own, and the money factor also came in between. I wanted to be independent at a very young age. So yeah, that's the same dilemma. I'm like sometimes I get nostalgia whenever I hear that you guys are in the same dilemma and going through the same thing. So that's lovely, and I'm very happy that you're exploring, Hasni. That's a very good thing. Keep it up. Anybody who would like to go next? Am I audible? I think I got disconnected.
You're audible, ma'am.
I'm audible? All right. Anybody else who would like to go ahead next? We have Krish also. Hi, Krish. Are you there? Krish, Samarth. Some people are not speaking. What is the reason? Are you guys outside, not in a position to speak, or just introverted by nature? If you're introverted, would not like to speak, I have a perfect solution. Type it out. Okay?
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, Krish, I can hear you.
Uh, yeah, my name is Krish Bansal. I'm doing IBTP at Heritage International in Gurgaon,
Hmm.
and I took digital marketing because of personal interests.
What
I'm
is the
in
point? Yeah, continue, please. Sorry.
I'm in the 11th grade right now. I'm just looking for internships, and that's why I enrolled in this.
The personal interest was to get internship and build up your resume. Is that why?
Yeah,
Okay, that's lovely. Uh, just a question on this one to everyone actually. How many of you have enrolled in this particular course because you want to, put something onto your resume, just to have a certification onto your resume? All right. Okay, majority of you. Okay. How many of you have enrolled in the course because you want to start freelancing and earn some money? That's good. Again, the same number of students also here. Okay, that's nice. I would suggest that if you are getting into the field properly, you want to experiment, probably, start monetizing also. Learn your skills really well, whatever that has been taught. try to apply it as well. A lot of the times, what students I have seen do a mistake is they enrolled in a course, they put it onto their resume, but do not apply it, right? So the potential benefit also that you can give, even for a short duration of time or monetary amount, you're missing out on that, right? Or that is also something that is going to give you a lot of room for exploration, right? So never miss out on those opportunity. Okay. So if you didn't have that goal in your mind, I would suggest that reconsider that. Okay. Now I'm going to share my screen. Let's just directly start with the class. I think I have taken enough introduction for today. We'll meet soon in the next classes. I want to hear everyone speak up if it's possible. Sorry, I just exited myself off the screen. Yeah. What I was saying that in the further classes, there is going to be more live sessions that we're going to have. I want to see everyone speak up so that I could help you better into this course, right? So unless you speak, I would not be able to understand, right? Right now, I'm giving you benefit of doubt for the first session, but then again, I would like to hear everyone's voice here. All right. Should we begin for today? Okay, perfect then. You can use emojis to convey your messages as well. Thumbs up if you like something, found it, really loved it. Probably some different emojis altogether. You can send. Okay, let's get started. All right. So it's gonna be 30 days of a workshop that we'll be having, right? And I will break down each and every day for you that how exactly we'll go about the program. See the flow of it. If you have any doubt, ask me. If you want me to add anything to it, let me know prior. Because we have 30 days. Anything you want to learn a little extra, I can probably, incorporate that as well. Okay. So the first day is gonna be a roadmap day. The second day, your work will start. So we'll learn all about digital marketing. When I say digital marketing, there's a whole different like topic altogether, right? So a lot of what do I say that a lot of options also comes in between. For example, social media marketing, email marketing, SEO, right? All of these are subheadings of the digital marketing, a bigger and broader term, right? So that is what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking and walking you through all the possible landscape of digital marketing, of the possible options that you can explore in this area, so that you know what is the service that you can cater. All right. Then I was talking about an assignment as well regarding portfolio. So I will be teaching you that what exactly a portfolio is, how do you create a portfolio. I will be showcasing you some live examples of the students as well, so that you know that what do I expect from you, right? But before we move ahead, I would like to ask one question. How many of you know a difference between a portfolio and a resume? Raise your hand if you know a difference between a portfolio and resume. All right, let's do one more thing. How many of you know what a resume is? Raise your hand on that first. Let's start with that. Very basic. Okay. All right. Shivani, can you brief me on what a resume is? I mean, what does it look like? What does it contain? All right. Anybody else who could help me out with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, for me, a resume is something that you give to your interviewer or a company which you would like to join. A resume is about a brief introduction about yourself,
Hmm.
a bio, you can say.
Right. And what about your portfolio? Any idea on portfolio? Have you heard about the term portfolio?
Yes,
Please.
ma'am.
Hmm.
Is something that the courses or specializations you have done,
Hmm.
that thing.
Right. Anybody who would like to add something to that? You're going on a right track.
It's your achievements and everything you have done.
No, kind of deviating. Achievements, yeah, you can add, but very specific to the industry. I'll tell you a difference. So when I talk about a resume, your resume generally have your professional qualifications, right? For example, right now you have done a course from Yuva, right? So that course you will put into your resume, right? When you're making a portfolio, you will be showcasing your real work. So when you did this particular course, how many social media accounts you have handled, what does it look like virtually, that is, you will place a screenshot of that, right? So portfolio, sorry, your resume have all the details of the work, that what are certifications you have done, what is your 10th 12th score, where do you interned in, all these details it will have. Portfolio will have real work, real examples of the work you have done, right? And whenever you want to work with a particular client, you send your portfolio to them so that they can see the work and they can judge you better, right? If there are 12 students here, right, everybody will be doing the same course. How do I differentiate that what is the right person fit for my agency, right? What is the right person to do my work? So based on your work only, I'll be able to see that is it aligning with what I want or not, right? So portfolio is going to help you out with that. If you cannot understand in detail right now, don't worry. On the day third, everything will be clear to you once you see what exactly a portfolio looks like and how things goes. Okay, till here it's clear.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Then, before we further proceed ahead with marketing, marketing is nothing without research, right? And when I say research, I talk about market research, that how things are happening in the market, the product that you're trying to market or the service that you're trying to sell, is there any real demand for that or not? How is the market dynamics for that particular product or service, right? Similarly, is there any competitor? So market and competitors is something which is go parallelly hand in hand as well, right? So that is something that we're going to talk about, right? So how do you do that research? How do you incorporate AI tools to do this research? That is what we'll be discussing here, right? And after we are done with our right strategy, that this is what a competence, this is what our market looks like, we're going to start with SEO. Now, anybody of you who know what a SEO is, raise your hand if you do. SEO. Yes, Pragna, Shitishta Pragna, Pragna, right?
Yes, ma'am. Stita.
Tita, sorry.
Ma'am, the abbreviation is search engine optimization. Um,
Right. Very true. Any idea what it means?
yes, ma'am. It works with the digital marketing when we search something on the search bar. So the ranking comes in that.
Right, it ranks on the top. It basically helps you rank on top, right? So very rightly said, actually. Search and like SEO is basically search engine optimization, and it basically helps you rank your website on the top. So if you've done your research well, competent research well, another goal for a business would be to make sure that they're ranking on the top when people are searching for their product, right? SEO is something that is going to help you do that. Now, if I talk about SEO, a lot of things comes into picture. On-page SEO, off-page SEO, technical SEO, keywords, types of keywords, all these things comes here, right? So that is something we're going to talk about here. Now, there is a whole week course of SEO itself. So I have talked about, there is two things, okay? One is a global SEO, one is a local SEO. Now, what is my global and local SEO? If you're catering to all the possible, like if you're, let's say, going pan-India or like all over the world, if you have a website, right? Then what you're trying to do, you're trying to rank your website among those things, right? But let's say if a pizza place specifically in Indore, particularly in the area of Vijayanagar, right? Then what does it mean? You're trying to rank it only in that particular like kilometers area, right? So that is what local SEO basically talks about. So whenever you search for pizza places near me and the kind of top places that pops up, so that means they're doing their local SEO really well. That is why they're popping on the top. Okay. So whenever we talk about SEO, that is something we're going to delve into. We're going to learn about how do you see your competitors SEO, how they have done their own SEO, what are the things that you want to incorporate, how do you use a website to inculcate SEO in that. Everything we're going to learn about SEO. Am I clear till here? Okay. Now if I talk about there's a concept of branding, right? Let me ask you a question. What do you think came first, branding or marketing?
Marketing.
Marketing? Why do you think marketing came first?
Because you can only brand it if you have a product to market.
You can only brand it if you have a product to market. Okay. Anybody have a counterpoint for that? Anybody who feel otherwise?
I have a add-on on this
Yeah.
that brand value comes from marketing also.
Brand value comes from marketing. Okay. Now both of you help me answer a few questions. Okay. When I say marketing, what comes into your mind? Digital marketing, social media marketing, all this kind of things comes into your mind. Probably newspaper, no radio, all these things. Different mode of,
Promoting your product.
yeah, that is what that comes to your mind, and different ways to promote a product comes into your mind when you think of marketing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now what do you think branding talks about? When you say branding, what exactly comes into your mind?
Like when I think about pizza, I think about Domino's.
Right. Okay. So doesn't branding also talks about the taglines, the logo that you have, even the brand colors that you're carrying? Doesn't branding talks about the brand identity as well? It does, right? So unless and until if you don't know that what is the name of your product, what is the USP of your product, what is the title of your brand, what is the tagline of your brand, can you market that?
No, ma'am.
No, right? So branding basically builds a foundational ground. When I talk of branding, all these basic things comes into picture. And once that message is clear, once you decide on your mission, vision statement, then only you go about marketing. Now, your point is very correct that basically what happens is that if you market well, then only you're able to increase your brand value. For sure, correct on that. But when I talk of branding, branding talks about this basic things, and until and unless you get those things right, you cannot market something. All right. Very deeper sense we're going to talk about in the branding class. I'll tell you how is it different from one another. All right. Clear? Am I clear till here? Give me a thumbs up. All right. If you have any doubt, you can raise your hand at any point of time. Okay. I'll get back to you on that. All right. And one more thing. How many of you know how to use Canva? Perfect. Might have used it for PPTs and all. All right. Okay, perfect then. So we're going to learn about Canva a little more in detail, that how does a digital marketer use Canva? Because after branding, one more thing we're going to talk about is social media. Now, social media is a whole course again itself. For 1 week, we're going to talk about content marketing, content creation, and everything. Just to summarize it for you, what a content marketing, content calendar could mean is that when COVID was there, a lot of businesses have gotten shut down. Right? Not literally shut down, but they were not operating. For example, if there's a coffee restaurant, or if there's a cafe or something, they were not actively working. And after COVID, they resumed as well. But when you're resuming after a really long time, there is a chance that the customer might have forgotten any of those time span. 2 years is a very long time. They might have forgotten your brand as well. So how do you stay active on those people's mind? Content marketing is something that's going to help you with. Now in content marketing, you don't just talk about promotions and all of this. You talk about relatable things. You probably might share a reel, right? Something that your audience could relate to, or probably an emotional message, right? So that is something that's going to talk about here. So in social media, we're going to talk about all these things, that what is content marketing, what is social media marketing, different kinds of social media platform we're going to look into. So there are 4 platforms, 4 to 5 platforms we're going to look into. So it's going to be Instagram, Facebook, your Quora, your what is that? Pinterest. We're going to talk about LinkedIn. We're going to talk about X here. So 6 platforms in general we're going to explore. We're going to talk about how their algorithm is different from one another, how you advertise yourself really well on those platforms, and when you're advertising yourself on those platforms, there's a funnel that you have to design. Now funnel is something which is like how exactly are you planning to trap your customer, right? So there is a whole different theory that comes into picture. That is what I will be talking about here in detail. And then I will be talking about another thing. So whenever we talk about, digital marketing, one more hot topic that pops up is basically email marketing. So in email marketing, what happens is that usually might have getting a messages from, like, let's say Amazon, might be receiving mails from Amazon or any other brands for that matter, and those are very personalized mails that you get, right? So how do you generate those automated mails? How do you take care that at exactly what point you have to do email marketing, what is the importance of it? All these things we're going to do it deeper into the email marketing classes. And then comes website development. So we're going to talk about that. There are a lot of AI tools in the market which are going to help you build your website and online presence, right? So we're going to talk about those tools as well over here. All right. And then another thing, when I talk about advertisement, social media marketing, there's one more thing that comes into picture is your Google AdWords. For example, SEM. So whenever you search something on Google, there is something which comes up, right? Sponsored, and then the particular description pops up. So how do you get those ad also? That is something we're gonna talk about much more in detail. All right. Till here, I'm clear. All right. I am not taking it one by one, day by day. I'm just taking it topic wise. All right. Then another thing, after you have learned about each and everything, the very reason why a business is hiring you is not because they want to look aesthetic onto their businesses, want to have a pretty profile picture. No, that is not the reason they're hiring you. If you're not generating any sort of revenue to them through your profits and everything, trust me, they would not want that, right? So if they're hiring you, they want a revenue. Now, how do you get them a revenue? If you're able to sell something really well, right? So I'm going to talk about some psychology tips that is going to help you out with sales. What are the tricks that everyday business is using? You might have coming across it every single day, but might not just know the name of it, and how you can incorporate it into your own, work as well, right? So that is something I'm going to be talking about in the sales class. And moving forward, assignment. So there are going to be three assignments for you. First, you have to create a resume. Just go on your portal. You will be able to type in your details, and your resume is going to be ready, right? So that is the first assignment that you have. Then it's going to be a portfolio. I'll guide you how do you make a portfolio, so don't worry on that part as well. And then the third part that comes is MCQ test. So it is going to happen at the very, very end of the classes, so that I will be able to judge that what you have gained from this course. All right. Till here, everything is clear? Any doubt till here? Okay.
Ma'am, do we have to do the portfolio and a resume today?
No, no, not today. You have 30 to 35 days to finish it.
So we have to do it once, the portfolio and resume.
Right. You have to make your portfolio and resume, but you have to do it after, like, you can start doing it right now also, but you have to submit it at the end of your whole workshop is done.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Then there is one more thing I would like to bring your attention to is that there is only one rule of my class, which is watch all the lectures daily, because it's going to be a recorded plus live sessions. So for attending a live session, you have to see the recorded lectures so that you can ask your doubt in the live sessions, right? So that it's not a waste of time for you and for me as well. Am I clear? All right. Perfect then. So with that, I am done with my PPT. If you have any doubts, we can take up those doubts as well, right? Any doubts in general with the course, with any other things that is bothering you, you can talk about it. Raise your hands up if we can take the doubts. And give me a thumbs up if there is no doubt, and raise your hands if there is a doubt. All right. Hi, Archit. What's your doubt?
I have a doubt come in the timings of the live classes.
Hmm.
Um, like what time will the class start?
Okay.
A
So
brief.
yes, sure. I'll tell you about it. So every communication will happen on WhatsApp. Usually our class timing is 9 to 10. That is how our lecture is designed. At night, 9 to 10, there is going to be a class for you. And there's going to be a calendar that is going to be sent across to you to know that when exactly your classes are, right? Usually the slot is 9 to 10 unless until there is an emergency that occurs. For example, tomorrow I would not be available. So today I have to take a class, right? So you'll be informed prior of that. Okay? All right. Yes. Any more doubts? I hope everybody has logged into the portal. Perfect then. If any of you have not, please contact Yuva support team if you're facing any issues. If you do not have a number of it, just let me know. I hope you're added to the WhatsApp group. All right. Perfect then. All right. Perfect. So should we wind up on the class then? If there's no doubt. Okay. Yes, Hasini? Hasini, sorry.
Oh, it's okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is, are we going to get any notes, like, any personalized notes or something like that?
You can get PPTs. So if you want PPTs, you can contact Yuva support team. They will send you the PPTs.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.